A series of powerful films and community discussion events is underway at the Minnesota History Center.
The unique showcase of Twin Cities-related stories is specifically designed to engage with the African-American community.
And we're joined now by independent journalist Ralph L. Crowded III to fill us in on the Before the Mayflowers Landed series. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
First and foremost, what is the goal, you would say, of this series?
Well, as you said in your intro, it's definitely designed to have broader engagement, especially at the Minnesota History Center in terms of the African-American community, but it's actually open to all communities. And what we're seeing with the kind of attendance and the people that are coming in, it's been a very balanced course of events to this place, and I'm very pleased about that. We've had some excellent feedback, some beautiful participation, and especially from our public institutions, this being the History Center for the state of Minnesota. I think we all know that, there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done, that we're all engaged in all of our histories in this state of Minnesota, and how we impact the whole nation and the world, really.
Yeah, it's great when your work can be a catalyst for conversations. Last week, the second film of this series was shown. It was called Before Black Lives Mattered, The Kids March for Education.
Yes.
Tell us about that film and the reaction to screening it.
That was, wow, that was an incredible experience. That was about the 2013 Hopkins High School student walkout. They had a very unfortunate day that was called Ghetto Spirit Day in the school, and there were some student leaders there and their peers that really independently formed an excellent walkout to just kind of uplift their humanity, and that was documented. I was there on the ground level when it happened, and it's funny how time really, when time moves, sometimes the culture is ready to meet some of those issues of previous times, and this was definitely a part of Minnesota history, and I felt very good about presenting that. Yeah.
We have a couple more opportunities. If people miss that film, there's 2 more chances. What else will people be able to see?
Oh yes, well, this next one is called Hands Up, Don't Shoot Our Youth Movement. So I know things, sometimes we have to deal with unfortunate tragedies like death, but this was done 2 days after the death of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. And it's not necessarily, of course, we're honoring that unfortunate death, but there's so many broader stories besides death. And interesting enough, the ties to Ferguson, Missouri to Minneapolis, Minnesota are very profound in many different ways, and that goes beyond death or police. I'm just talking about the conditions that tie those 2 individual experiences together in both cities, and I think the viewing audience out there will definitely learn a tremendous amount of the backstories with that. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Tell us how this project goes beyond the film and the conversations you have after the films.
Well, one beautiful thing is that this is the first ever monthly series at the Minnesota History Center of this kind ever. And we also have a partnership as an internship program too with the Francis E. Thompson Digital Library for Family Research, and that's I'm currently the director of that initiative. And so with our internship program, what we're doing is we are setting forth to have a year-round cultural and historic site tour. Cultural tourism, if you will, just to really broaden the base of what unique history that the African-American community has contributed to this state, and for out-of-state visitors, for them to kind of be more familiar with that history too. So it's shared history and symbolic sites for all of us.
Fitting then that it's all beginning in a way at the Minnesota History Center.
Absolutely.
But expanding
Absolutely.
beyond their walls there. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it and what you're doing for the people here in the Twin Cities.
Yes.
Before the Mayflowers Landed, a film and community discussion series is being held through January, February, and March, as we said, at the Minnesota History Center. Head to their website for more details on the upcoming events.